What's going on out there? You already know it's fight the power time. You know, Happy New Year's to everybody out there. You know, everybody who made resolutions, try to stick to them. You know, as long as possible. If you don't, do what you said you were going to do, don't beat yourself up. But try to stick to your resolution as long as possible. Today is January the 5th, 2015. New year, new situations, but we're dominated by the old situations. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about white people and white supremacy. This is a message to white people. Now, calm down. First off, I know a lot of black people. We talking about white people. That fool up there on Facebook talking about white folk. He on YouTube. Don't talk about them white people. Relax. I'm not, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about white people in general and white supremacists. There's a difference. All white people aren't white supremacists. And all white supremacists aren't white. So we're going to break that down a little bit. I look at white supremacists the same way I look at police officers. There's good cops and there's bad cops. But if you quote unquote consider yourself a good cop and you stand around and watch a bad cop operate, you're a bad cop. If you quote unquote consider yourself not being a white supremacist, but you stand around and watch white supremacists operate, you're a white supremacist. So, I put you guys in the same, I view it the same way I do as police officers. A person asked me one time, I said, Tamel, man, I look at your page, I look at, I view things, and I look at pics of you at protests and when you advocate and when you go out and speak. He said, you talk about, black liberation and you talk about white supremacy, and I see a lot of white people following you. I see a lot of white people that support you, and, he was, I guess, surprised or intrigued by that. Sometimes, I stand on principle. If I lose people because of what they perceive of me, then it is what it is, man. I let the chips fall where they may. But, there's a lot of, white people who support injustice, and they fight against racial discrimination. There's a lot. The problem I've noticed is, some white people, they'll come to a demonstration, they have the signs, they're agitated, they're passionate. And, normally if you go to a demonstration, and once the demonstration is over, if you just pay attention a little bit, black people go one direction, white people go a totally different direction. Nothing wrong with that. There's no problem with that. My problem is, when the white people go home or go to the community that's predominantly white and they leave that sign in the car, or they put that sign in the garage instead of putting it in front of your yard or putting it in your living room to open dialogue in your community, because that's where you're needed most, in your community. You need to advocate in your community more than you do in ours. That's the problem that we face when it comes to, injustice and racial discrimination. You pick places where you're going to talk about liberation. You're not going to talk about it at the county fair. You're not going to talk about it at the local supermarket. Or you're not going to talk about it when you have company over. That's when we need it. That's the most important. So when white people don't understand that, when I attack white supremacists, I don't automatically include all white people. And when I attack white supremacists, I don't automatically exclude black people. I do know the difference, and I study the difference, and I look deep into the surface, And sometimes it may look like I'm shooting off the hip when I'm just throwing vulgar things. Nah, I know exactly what I'm saying at all times. And I take full responsibility for things I say and things I do. I think that we will accomplish a lot more when our brothers and sisters of all colors address and attack racial discrimination seriously in their communities. You have Latinos come out, Asians come out, South Asians, all sorts of different ethnic groups and different cultures and different who are attacking. Black Lives Matter. It's a big push, but don't push Black Lives Matter just around black people. You got to push it around your community, your ethnic group, your culture. You have to spread that to them. That's more effective. That's way more effective than you coming around, and coming to Newark, New Brunswick, and Camden and Raleigh. Nah, we don't need that there. We appreciate it. Numbers do make a difference, but don't stop there. You must continue your fight outside of a demonstration, outside of a protest. That's where we think that we will accomplish more and get more direct action, which is definitely needed in our community. Basically, that's it. So the message is that, don't stop your advocacy at a demonstration. We need to continue on because, they're good people in every race. You know what I mean? But like I said, I take it like I do the same way I do as a police officer. You got to show me you're a good cop. You can't say you're a good cop. You got to show me you're not a white supremacist. You can't say you're not. You have to. That's an action. That's not dialogue. That's an action. Being a good cop is not dialogue. There's a lot of police officers when they're off duty. Hey, what's up, brother Tamel? Yeah, man. Man, it's a lot of stuff going. Man, keep getting them, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Don't let up on them, man. But then when you're in uniform, you're silent. Well, dog, I don't respect that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna put you on blast, but it happens all the time. Brothers will see me in urban areas in New Brunswick. Hey, bro, yeah, keep fighting that power. Yeah, but you see me downtown, you don't even make eye contact with me. So all right, come on, bro. I get them too. So, we need to fight inside and outside, internal and external. If you're not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem. Yeah, have a blessed 2015. And I got to put more clips up. I've been, running around getting things, different ventures and things of that nature. But I'll be back on my clips and I'll be back feeding you. Just stay with me. Yeah, have a blessed one.